That's the up and coming place back again.
It is.
My nephew lives there, and I know several people that live there. So it's and it's not cheap to live there either, even Brooklyn.
Oh no, it's so expensive. I can't believe it. So he bought a house in the Villages, right? The house next door to my parents, actually, in Florida. But they just go there to vacation right now. But eventually, they want to move there permanently.
Mm-hmm.
On the line.
That's right. You know, when your dog passed away a few weeks ago, my dog passed away a week ago Friday. She was 14 years old, and she was doing pretty good. She had some issues, but medication was taking care of it. And then I noticed a few days before that she was really starting to fail. Look at that face. So I have my other one still. And then my daughter's ex-husband brought her 2 kittens home from his shop that he works in. They just wandered in. They were like 8 weeks old. So they're staying at my house until next week. So I have them about a month now. They are so much fun. So much fun.
Well, I'm sorry about you losing your puppy. I know that's never easy.
They've helped. And I'm going to get another one. I just have to find one,
Yeah, I could say I was going to wait a year or two just because it's so hard, when you go through that loss. It's so sad. And then my family just kind of pressured me, and then we found Lucy Lou here.
Yeah, cute.
It went fast. She's getting so big.
I'm looking. I go on Pet Finder every few days and stuff. I'm looking for a Schnauzer or a Schnauzer mix because that's what I have. And I like them even though they're insane. It's okay, though. They fit right in.
That's awesome.
They help me craft. They sit there and they craft with me. And
we are live.
Oh, my gosh. No.
Oh, look at you.
You're so funny, Alex.
It's a little warm.
There's comic relief there.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Kathy.
Hello. Oh my gosh, Alex, I'm dying over that. That is so funny.
And I
did not expect that.
I have my Bucky's straw.
Hey, where did you get that?
What?
What do you mean what?
I was a penguin for Halloween like 2 years in a row.
Oh.
I bought another mask too, and it's this one. It's like an actual, but it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, not this one. I didn't know because it was like child size. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna fit my big head, so I got both just in case.
Hi, Annie.
Hey,
Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Also.
Hi, everyone.
Alex, I think you need to do them. This is so funny.
Thank you for this. I assume you ordered this, Holly?
Yeah, I did.
That is cute.
You have another thing coming too. There was 3 things total. But I think one's getting delivered today.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you about that because that's kind of a funny story too.
It's so hard to use these little flaps. I got feet too, but I didn't put them on right now.
Someday we have a penguin mystery box, and you can present it in your penguin.
That is so funny because I made my son a penguin costume when he was probably 8 or 9 years old.
That is awesome. I love your penguins, Mindy.
I think I still have the penguin. Hang on.
When we went to South America, we went to Patagonia, and we saw the millions of penguins that live there. And they were so cute. Oh, but not friendly. You don't want to go. Yeah. And one guy wouldn't stop following one of the penguins because he wanted to get a really good picture. And the penguin turned around and pooped on his shoes.
Oh.
That was the highlight of the day, I'll tell you.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Great. You pooped on by a penguin. I mean, not really, but you know, the fact that you can tell the story you got pooped on by a penguin.
Right, right.
Right.
Sucks
Yeah.
at the time, but
Yes.
So funny. Hi everyone in the chat also. I just want to say hi to them. Yeah, somebody wants to know, are you hot in your penguin costume?
yeah, it's a little toasty.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Happy birthday.
I found it. Look at these were penguin feet spats that went over his shoes.
Oh, cute.
Cool.
This is the head.
That's awesome. And someday your grandkids can wear it, right?
You would hope.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could put my head in this.
Oh, I love it, Mindy.
Oh,
Homemade
it happened
Halloween
here.
costumes are the best Halloween costumes.
He complained that he said the beak was in my way. I couldn't see where I was
Rose
going.
or something.
That's too funny.
There's a stick.
It froze.
Shred. Right. Okay.
I don't know what it did. You're okay with. You
I
look
look
up
like
there.
a penguin, so I'll have to do.
No,
Can't believe that one fits my head.
Wow.
But I can see why my son said he couldn't see because he keeps slapping down.
Yeah, if you put something in there that'll like stiffen
Yeah,
it.
I put some
Like a-
wire in it.
Or like a baseball cap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Horse. You can buy this horsehair stuff and it's made for hats like that, you know, stiffen hats. Like Joanne's will
I
have it.
forgot what this looked like at the back. Look at the little penguin tail.
Bye, Kathy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know what this
Yeah, I have a tail too. It goes down to my feet.
Okay, let's see if we can shut it
That's
off.
so
That
cute.
is so adorable.
And Judith
I
just
don't know
puts
what it's
dot
doing.
dot.
That is funny.
There's a lot of.
I have to go. Happy birthday.
Bye.
Oh,
Thank you.
birthday.
Later.
bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Love you all.
I don't know why it's doing this.
Okay.
How are you, Annie?
Everything's
Tired. Tired? How are you? Hey, Donna.
Hey Donna. I like the penguin
Hi,
cards.
Donna.
everybody.
Yeah, I gotta change my view here so I can see. There we go.
I do not know what this did.
What's the weather in Germany, Annie? Is it nice there?
Hot.
Hot. Just hot. Just immediate, just
Hot
hot.
for Germany at least.
I know a lot of the world's really.
So heiß, yeah?
Yeah. They're heiß.
Yeah. Heiß in Dallas. Too.
Hot everywhere.
Ugh. Yeah.
Hell's front porch.
Hell's front porch. It's chilly here today, actually. I let the dog out this morning. I was like, oh, it's actually cool out.
Mm.
Oh, Holly, shush.
Be right back.
Alex, I was trying to add a penguin emoji for our emojis in YouTube, and I could not figure out how to get
Yeah.
to the emoji.
I don't remember how. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be under customization because that makes sense, but it doesn't. It's not.
We might have to get rid of one and then put another one in because
Yeah,
you
we
can
probably
have-
will. I know because I know
Yeah.
we were filled up, but I can't just get to them.
Right.
I don't know where they are.
Holly,
I'll
did
look
you
at it.
say that in supporter projects, there's a circle and a rectangle for the stained
I
glass?
don't think they're all put in there yet. I'll have to look. Have you looked in? I think the rectangle and the circle are in there. I just have to add now the octagon and the heart, I believe.
I didn't look yet. I need the rectangle. I just downloaded the, I found a penguin stained glass graphic online that had a free download, so I downloaded it. It took me a while to find out where on my computer it had downloaded it to. But I got it downloaded. I uploaded it to Design Space as a print and cut. And now I need to watch your video again so I can see what I need to do with the shapes once I open them.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
aren't
let's
the
do it.
shapes all free in Cricut?
Yeah, all the shapes are.
Yeah,
free.
the
We just
shapes
made it
are.
So it has the different sizes that you need to like slice through
Mhm.
and everything. But that's a good thing. Everybody can access those because yeah, it's just all free. It's free.
But
shape.
I only watched the video, your tutorial, one time. I'll probably need to watch it 2 more times.
Me too.
You'll have it figured out in no time. But they're so pretty. That's like my favorite.
I
part
just
that's-
it was like honestly just watching the video was just like it's I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know.
Yeah,
I can't
we
think.
know.
It's like it's good to watch. Like it was like, oh, that's I can't. I'll think of
You
it
call me back.
10 minutes later. Yeah.
Alex, I think you need to walk around the villages with that on.
Right.
Okay.
Go to World of Beer.
Yeah, World of Beer.
Go
Good
in
one.
there.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to Lake Ridge today, so maybe I'll just wear this over
What's
there.
that?
The
Is that the new one?
No, it's the winery down in Claremont.
Oh, well, you should wear that.
Yeah. Just a little classy. I got my bow tie.
Alex, somebody wants to know, was your chair expensive? I need something comfortable.
So this is. They are a little expensive, but it's because it's built for my size. A lot of times when I buy a chair, I'm like, oh, that's cheap, and it was worth getting a little bit more of a pricey chair for comfort, and it has like max comfort, like memory foam on the seat. It's from AK Racing. Scott is actually the one that told me to get one. He's like, it's a little bit more, but it's gonna be worth getting a nice chair.
Is that your Halloween costume?
It is. So a few years ago, when I still lived in Illinois, my cousin got really angry and upset with something, and I had to go talk him down, and it had to look absolutely ridiculous because he didn't have a costume on, and I had a penguin costume on, and I was walking down the street with my little wings, you know, little flappers on his back. I'm like, come on, man, it's okay. Like, there's no reason for this. And cars are driving by like, what in the world?
If I would have seen that, it would have made my day. I'd be like, did I just see a penguin? Like, yes, I did.
The perfect place to wear that costume is in the penguin exhibit at SeaWorld because it is freezing in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool, though. I love the little ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ride turns around, and it's just penguins.
Except I was wearing a tank top and I was just dying.
I know. When I go in there, I always want to stay because I love the penguins, and my daughter's always freezing. She's like, let's go. And I'm like, but penguins. And they're right there. Like, that's the one where you almost could, like, touch. You can't, obviously, but the water's right in front of you, and you could.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I could touch a penguin.
I tried. I was told not to. They're like, hey. And I was like, all right. It's right there.
No, Alex, you can't take them home with you.
You could have banned for life.
You could just go stand in the exhibit and then charge people to take a picture with you.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Here in the zoo, a couple of years, maybe it was, I don't know, it's been a long time ago, maybe 20 years or so ago, a kid actually stole a penguin.
Oh, no.
They don't know how exactly he did it, but he put it in his bag, in his backpack, and he actually carried it out of the zoo.
Don't give Alex any ideas.
So I need to make a backpack that fits onto this.
I just picture them, like, going home, filling up their bathtub with ice and putting the penguin in there, because I'm like, what do you do?
I think the parents kind of found out, you know, like, once they were out of the zoo, and had to bring it back. I mean, that's not embarrassing at all. Here is your penguin, my kid.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
You could put feathers on your head, Alex, and you could be this macaroni. This is a macaroni penguin.
Yep, that would be hilarious. That's so funny. Speaking of the zoos, did you guys see how the animals in France were just running around? There was like lions
No,
and all these animals, rhinoceroses. Can you imagine going down the street and there's just a lion?
No.
how did they get out of the zoo? From the fire?
Yeah, well, I don't know if people let them out during all the protests and everything, but yeah, I seen lions. Was there elephants? But just all these different animals, a rhinoceros in the middle of the street. I'm like, that is crazy. But then I'm like, how are they going to get these animals? But these animals could get hurt, so they need to get back to the, back to the zoo. But it's like somebody said, so what did somebody comment? Something about Jumanji, who like opened Jumanji, Oh my goodness. Yeah, lions and tigers and bears. Oh yeah, Linda just said it. Jumanji.
Come on.
Yeah, Gail says it's 108 there.
Gross.
Actually cool, she said. That's in Texas.
It's 70. It's 78 here, but it's thunderstorming.
It is 88 here.
The high today is 86, and then for the next
Oh,
week.
no, it just updated. It's 89.
I don't know what it is here. It's in the 70s, definitely. 70s.
Yeah, we're definitely warmer than the villages today.
Well, it's like I said, it's thunderstorming.
Yeah.
So that kind of keeps us a little bit cooler, but the humidity is way up.
Well,
Last
it's
night-
only it
Go
was
ahead.
only 91 here, but that's hot for Germany.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You
Yep.
guys probably don't have air conditioning.
Nope.
I was just gonna ask that. You don't have air? I could not survive any. I would melt.
Yeah, but here, I mean, until like a couple of years ago, usually it was like maybe for 2 weeks in the summer, then it got really hot, and at least I have ceiling fans, so.
Yeah, definitely. So does a lot of Europe not have, would you say like majority of Germany they don't do air conditioning?
I mean, it gets more and more here, and in the south of Europe they have it more now. But in Germany, most private homes do not have it, and also a lot of companies, a lot of offices do not have it. It's just starting to get more and more here. But like I said, usually it used to be like it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks in the summer that it was really hot, and that is changing. So more and more places do get air conditioning.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Ours broke down a couple of weeks ago when it first got hot, and apparently a lot of other people too. But we have a service that comes to service it, but they screwed up their calendar and we missed our service, so they rescheduled. Meanwhile, the thing goes bad. But my son had a window unit that he brought over, and we put it in our bedroom, and at least at night we had a very cold bedroom, but the rest of the house got about 84, so it was miserable. But it was in the 90s outside, so yeah. So all the animals were with us in the bedroom. Nobody wanted to go out. We brought food in, and we lived in the bedroom for 2 days.
I remember that with my parents growing up before they got central air, so it just had the window unit in the living room. So when it was super hot, then like we'd all be in the living room with the animals and everything, because that was the cold room.
Yeah. If we were good, we were allowed to sleep on the floor in my parents' bedroom, because that was the only place that had air conditioning in the early 60s. They didn't feel they needed air conditioning because it's only hot for a couple of weeks in New York. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I'd be miserable for those couple of weeks. Being hot and like this world just makes you like grumpy, you're like irritated and stuff.
Very humid. Yeah.
Luckily, we have 2 HVAC systems in our house.
Mm-hmm.
If one goes out, at least you could go to the other part of the house.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, completely
We
different.
had to replace both of them, so at one point, each one went out.
Yeah.
But at least, like down here, I'm in my craft room is in the basement, and it's a finished basement, but the air, because heat rises, it's pretty cool down here.
Yep.
That's how my basement is free. It's zoned, so each level I can turn to whatever temperature. But my basement, I have it turned off. I don't turn the air on, and it's 62 degrees down there. It's so cold.
Wow.
Of course,
It's wonderful.
in the winter, you know, actually in the winter it's not too bad. It's not too cold.
Yeah.
When Lucy Lou sits on my feet when I'm downstairs because my feet are always freezing, and then she lays on my feet and keeps my feet warm.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, and she's so soft.
Mm.
If she's not putting any scraps around me, I'm always like, what do you got in your mouth? She's got some piece of scrap of something I dropped on the floor.
Yeah. Those cats are going crazy over there. So I ordered it's not a shawl. I can't just it's like a diaphanous shirt sort of that you could wear as a jacket. It's a little okay. So I ordered one on Amazon, and I didn't realize that it had a ruffled cuff, which I didn't want. So I took that off, and I want to do some can't think of the word. It's a PNG, you know, to put on there. I'll print out the thing and heat and everything like that. So I'm going to use those cuffs that I took out to practice on. See if I melt the fabric, then we have to rethink something. But
yeah, that's a perfect idea to test it on. What material is it made out of? Do you know?
It's polyester. It's 100% polyester.
Oh, okay.
But if you're going to press it at 400 degrees, you know, to get the ink in there, I don't know if it can take that much. That's why I'm glad I have the cuffs.
Right. And then just put your butcher paper over, when you put the infusible ink down, put your butcher paper over it and then press on that. Absolutely, because it's going to go right through, which is fine. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make, it's a white shirt, and I want to put lobsters on there, like Kramer's shirt from Seinfeld. That's awesome. And it's funny because the sleeves were sort of like puffy, you know, the cuffs were like puffy things. So I told my husband when I got it, I said, I didn't know that it was going to have these puffy things. He goes, well, you look like a pirate. So I said, but I don't want to be a pirate. So that's also Seinfeld. So I found the PNG that I want to do, and I want to print a couple of them and press them on those things and see how it works out. So that's my project for today. Yeah, let us know how it goes. Oh, I will. I'm all caught up, which is amazing. So now it just starts again.
What kind of projects do you work on, Linda?
I do everything. I do the permanent vinyl. I do HTV. I do cards, you know, and I like to make a lot of the stuff that Louise designs. I think she's amazing. I know, the paper magician is what I call her. Yeah. Really. Yeah. And I do a lot of my friends are first-time grandmas. And so I've been making a lot of baby things, onesies and stuff like that.
Your things are beautiful.
Well, thank you. And then I also just started doing the tumblers with I lost the word. It's infusible ink, but it's not infusible ink.
The sublimation?
Thank you. Sublimation. I've been doing some sublimation tumblers, and they really come out nice. And I made one that was like a sunset with a sailboat that I took a picture of, and for the life of me, we can't find it. Oh. I have the top. I told my husband, you probably put it someplace. No, I didn't touch it. I don't believe you. It'll show up one day. But I'll find the cups, but I won't find the lids. And I'm like, kids, where are the lids? And they won't work at Cricut, so when there's new cups, I keep telling them, like, you gotta find another place for all these cups because they don't stack. And like they're like, oh, new cups came out, we bought one.
but they'll lose the lid in like no time.
So I
You're
don't
in a good group here, Linda, because everybody in here does all different kinds of fun things and share, and you know,
like
we
it.
all have
And
multiple things, so you'll be perfectly happy to come in and visit anytime.
I
Yeah, and
absolutely,
sometimes they'll do group projects, but they'll let you know. And then the 5th of the month, every time on the 5th of the month, they do 5 Christmas cards, and they'll do a different theme. That way, the time Christmas comes around, you have 60 cards done already.
wow. I don't send out that many, but that's a really great
I know, I was
thing.
like, I don't know that many people, but it's awesome.
Not
But
anymore.
Some of our members send out, what was the biggest number? I know it was almost like 200 cards, somebody, if I was Gloria. Maybe.
Wow. That's a lot.
I usually send about 50.
I send about 12.
Yeah,
Then again, we're Jewish, so I make Hanukkah cards, and I send a bunch of those out too. But I like to make the 3D things, you know, like I made the baseball cap and filled it with candy for my friend's husband's birthday, and, you know, logoed things like that. And I have fun. I have fun doing that stuff.
I just seen a really cool, I was like, oh, that's cool. Somebody bought it, but I was like, you can make that with the Cricut. And it was a 3D unicorn. Of course, it was a unicorn. And it was like the iridescent, I don't know, acetate or something. I don't know what they used, but it was clear, but they put lights inside of it. And I was like, that is really cool. So I
Now that Linda
the
mentioned
street ones kind of scared me, the origami-ness of it, you know, the folding and everything. But I was like, I want to try that.
Yeah. I love
And
it.
he's made a few of them.
Yeah.
And
know.
he's made a few 3D things. I
Yeah.
remember watching you guys make that.
I was gonna show Linda the Hanukkah cards that I made.
Mhm.
And I had put them in this box.
Oh, maybe they're with my Tumblr.
They probably are. These are the Christmas cards I made. I put the Christmas ones in this box, and I
Mhm.
put the Hanukkah ones in this box, but
Oh, what?
they're not in there.
Huh.
Where they go?
Wow. Well, and then there's Passover. I make a few cards for Passover and the New
Oh, so
Year.
do I.
Yeah, but
Do Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
yes, very nice and simple, and yeah, they're fun to make. And I think that those are the ones that are sort of like a Zen project, where you don't get overly anxious and stuff, and you know, it's done.
Yeah.
And
It's always nice to have those projects now. The ones that are like, okay, this is simple, not a whole lot to it.
Right. I still have not made a larger than matte project.
Oh,
Neither have I.
I do want to. I just haven't. And I made a sublimation wind thing that turns around. And I had to piece that together. And I did it. I want to say I did it in Inkspace to do it. And Cricut walked me through it, which was phenomenal. Well, not everybody. Some people complain about the customer service.
mm-hmm. And then other people praise it. It's really like either, you know, some people it's just not quick enough for them to, or they had to wait too long or something. And that.
I think also if you're a little bit technically savvy, when you get into Design Space, it was a little intimidating, but now it's not. And when I call them up for whatever issue, and I haven't had to call for a while, they're always very patient. And I like the callback service.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, but I think there are some people that just like to be miserable, and they shouldn't have bought the machine in the first place, because nothing is stress-free. Even I knit and I do all kinds of stuff. Nothing is stress-free.
Right.
Alex,
Yeah,
it's 2:30.
I know. I saw.
Okay.
Are we?
That doesn't matter. I mean, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
What are we doing at 2:30?
Well, sometimes depending on what we're doing, sometimes we'll just leave this on YouTube for 30 minutes and then we shut it down. That way, like, oh, if you want to join us and everything, but
I'm not too worried about that for this. If it was a normal, you know, Zoom hangout, then yeah. But
let them enjoy Alex and his penguinness.
yes, this is happening once a year usually.
It's a year, Alex.
Slowly,
Hey,
he's
I
slowly
want-
taking it off though.
I want a costume party with this, okay?
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, the wind spinner though is really pretty. Sue, one of our admins, she just yesterday made it was a sunflower stained glass wind spinner, and it's those are pretty.
They are. And the sublimation is just, the color is just amazing. Even the stained glass cards, they're beautiful.
Yeah, and they're once you do it, they're really simple to make, but they just are like gorgeous and kind of elegant looking, you know.
Very impressive. Yes. Yes.
What kind of paper did you print yours on, Holly?
That's not printed because my printer, I don't have a sublimation printer and my printer doesn't work. So that wasn't printed. That was just like a screenshot of it in Design Space.
I printed mine on matte photo paper.
Because that's what I was going to print the design on, the print and cut. I was going to, because I don't have a sublimation printer either. I was going to use photo paper. I know somewhere in this mess of a craft room that I have full-sized 8.5 by 11 photo paper.
Yeah, that's always a challenge too, to find stuff. But
Yep. It's like Willy Wonka, button, where's the button? But it's like, especially at Melodies, we'd be like, drawer, where's the drawer? Which drawer is it in? Which cabinet?
yeah.
Because
I'm trying. It's pretty organized, but I'm trying. Yeah.
Awesome, Cheryl. Sue B, Mindy, Sue B, our admin wants to know, where did you get your short, chubby penguin?
This one?
Yep.
This one says Gant, G-A-N-Z.
Oh, okay, so that's just
no, it has this logo on it. It's a webkin.
He's the cutest one.
Yeah, Sue B loves the short, chubby one. And then Cheryl said she sublimates on glitter cardstock to use on cards. That's awesome.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, because you know how you can sublimate on like glitter iron on a shirt and everything? Thanks for sharing that, Cheryl.
Wow.
Think of all the possibilities with that. Well, that's awesome.
All you need is a sublimation printer, which I don't have room for in this room.
All I can say is my craft area is getting smaller and smaller by the stuff that's arriving. So kind of regret saying, don't go away to college. I'm like, I could have used that room. Oh, man. So did anybody, so I made Alex a penguin card. So, well, the penguin's supposed to be smaller, but I forgot to save it before resizing, so then it printed out and messed one up. So the penguin's larger than it's supposed to be, but
I like it.
I did wood veneer and then cut out the little penguin, and then it's got the mandala penguin on there. And then on the inside, I got a funny story about this too. Just waddling through to wish you a happy birthday. And the funny part about this is literally, I made this and like less than 20 minutes later, I went to step out my front step and I tripped and I stepped on my foot wrong and the back of my heel popped and I've been waddling ever since.
Yeah, so you're actually waddling now.
I was like, what are the chances of that? I make it as like now I'm actually waddling through, Alex.
Love that.
Did you hurt your Achilles or?
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, did I break something? Because it's swollen. I just got to waddle. Like going down the stairs, I slid down on my butt to go. And then I did because I was like, how am I going up the stairs? Because I'm definitely not like, I mean, I guess you could sit and scoot all the way up. But Gail actually, I think it was, in the video the other day, said she went backwards up the stairs when her foot was hurt. So I did that and just used my other foot as my primary, and that worked. So
My husband tore his Achilles. He was out in the backyard just a few years ago, and he was rolling up the hose, back onto the hose thing, and the bottom of the hose hit the back of his leg, and he tore his Achilles. It was a freak thing, and you had to.
As soon as I heard that pop, and I was like, "Oh no, that's."
He heard a pop, and he had to have surgery, and he was in a cast, and then he was in a boot, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm one of those that put it off as far as I can to go to the doctor. I'm like, I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Now you say
Yeah.
all that, and I was like, oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, me
I
too.
told-
But don't do
He
that.
couldn't lift his like if you extended your leg, he could not bring his toes up. You know, like
She's trying it right now.
to flex
I am
it.
trying it right now. I can't bring my toes up, so I'm like, okay, I can't. Like, try that. I love how you knew, Alex. You can see by my look on my face. I'm like, hold on.
Wait a second. So I only have 3 cards here. I had more, and I saw them, and I was like, oh, and then I lost them. I don't know where they're at. But so this.
Alex will do that. Sometimes he'll pick up and he'll put it in there, and then you know what's gonna happen. Like tonight, you're gonna be like, there they are.
Yeah, 100%.
That happened.
So Kathy was in here earlier, and she got me this here. It's just a little cutaway card.
Oh yeah, I love the color.
We turn. What's it say? We turn not older with years, but newer every day.
Oh, I like that.
This was not made. This was bought, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. This was from my friends Scott and Becky. So.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's so funny.
And it says you haven't changed a bit. It's true though.
Very.
That's so funny.
That's good.
And this is from Terry Green. So there's a little card there.
Oh, cute. Is that a beach scene?
Yeah, it's like a beach with some water and a little boat. Happy
Nice.
birthday. And then may all your hopes and dreams come true and your future be filled with happiness. Happy birthday. And then like I said, I don't know. I looked probably for an hour today for those other cards. They're around because I know I didn't throw them away. I was like, I put them down. I'm like, I'll remember that they're right here. And then I lost them.
All the time when you go, I'll remember it's right here, but it's somewhere not normal.
Yeah.
You're just setting yourself up for failure.
I
I've
know.
learned. It's like you have to text yourself and just be like, I put the cards, and then you know where you put them.
Yeah, I need to.
You know what's so funny when you turn around in that? Like I think of the penguin from Batman.
Oh. A lot of people get Billy Madison vibes.
Is there a penguin in Billy Madison? Why do I not remember this?
You need to watch that movie again.
The other day I was like, oh, Billy Madison, because I seen it on the thing. That's
What's
so funny.
Billy Madison?
It's an Adam Sandler movie. It's his dad. Like the story is his dad is super wealthy, right? So and his dad dies, so he's gonna inherit the company, but he doesn't have a high school diploma. So they're like, you have to go through school. So he starts in kindergarten and he goes through all the grades in a quick time. But it's a funny, 90s movie.
Here's the penguin standing on the stairs waving.
You ever watch Mr. Popper's Penguins, Alex?
Why that sounds familiar. I'll have to Google it. Hold
Oh.
on.
Did they make a movie out of it?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
Yep. Is it
Oh, Jim Carrey? I didn't see that.
Jim
No.
Carrey. Yeah, you'll love it because there's penguins. So what's not to love? It's penguins and Jim Carrey. So
Yeah. Well then.
funny. But hello again to everybody on YouTube because there's a couple more people that joined in. So just want to say hi to you all. Thanks for joining our penguin party. What are you doing, Plumps? My kitty's right here.
I'm gonna remove. There we go, so we're back there.
He's all in my box. Like my laptop's on a box, and then my kitty is inside the box. So if you see my screen moving, it's because there's a cat. Oh, buddy. Too funny. Oh, and then so we are those who don't. Most of you know in here. Is Linda not in here? But we are going to talk about the Zoomer eclipse that's happening in April. The hotels did open up where we can book them, but we're just going to verify. We just want to make sure on Monday because it says if you cancel, you forfeit your deposit, but we technically don't have to make a deposit. They don't charge you till then. So we're just going to verify and make sure we're all good to let you guys know, and then you guys can go ahead and book the rooms for that.
We have to book now or?
No, you don't have to book now. You can book whenever you want to. It doesn't charge your card now, and it just is going to hold the room. But we just want to
Okay.
verify the way the wording is and everything with the hotel to make sure that if you have an emergency, you can cancel and there's no cost.
It's not till next year, right?
Yeah, well, the next April. So April 2024. I know I went to look when the eclipse was and I was like April 2023. And I was like, or no, it was October 2023. I'm like, I was like, duh, 2024, Holly, different year. Cool. So we're all going to get together in Columbus, Ohio for a few days and see the eclipse and hang out and eat food and just have good times and get to meet people in person finally versus just, on here. Alex has got to meet a lot of people just because of them going to stay at the villa there, the Airbnb.
Yeah.
I was wondering if anybody that usually comes in this Zoom or anybody I'd know from the group is going to be in the Airbnb the first week of October. Because my husband and I are doing our lifestyle visit in the villages the first week of October. And I was just wondering if there was anybody that I'd know that can be there. I'd stop by and say hi.
Yeah, I don't know. Alex will have to check and look at the calendar and see.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Yeah. That would be awesome. So hopefully you love it. Because you've been to the villages before, right, Mindy?
Yeah, I've been there twice. Visited both times I went to visit my cousin. His house is between the sixes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really good location where he lives.
You guys can always send me there for my birthday,
What?
Is that when your birthday is?
October 14th. But I could go. I wouldn't mind going the first week. It would be okay.
There's people there. There's 2 separate groups of people there in October. The one name looks, I'm not going to say any names, but the one name looks familiar, but I'm not for sure. That name definitely looks familiar as well, but
Now I'm curious. I'm like, what are the names?
I'm not going to.
Right. No, I know. I mean, I can look on here and see.
right. But it's their rival is the 5th, so there's nothing. But.
Oh, their rival's on the 5th?
Yeah.
I'll be there in August.
Yep.
I'll be at Disney World in August.
That sounds very hot.
Yeah, we're taking our older daughter with us this time to celebrate her 35th birthday.
And which parks are you doing? Are you going to like all of them or?
Yeah.
Yeah. When in August?
Well, we have a park scheduled for each day. Now, doesn't mean that I will show up before noon. Or, I'll get there when I get there. But we also bought tickets for both of our daughters to go together to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which is scheduled for August 15th. In the evening.
Wow, that's early for.
They start them in August because they're so popular.
Wow.
It's cheaper to go to the Halloween party in August. So I bought them tickets. My husband and I probably will go to Radlin Road Irish pub.
Yeah.
Yep.
While they go to the Halloween party. But
yeah, that's in Disney Springs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
My younger daughter is going to be Tinkerbell, and my older daughter is going to be Fairy Mary.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've never been to like the parks when they do I've only been to, right? I think I've only been, no, I went to Epcot when I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't been. I have a season pass. I haven't gone. I went once, but now it's hard because to walk around that much. But I know to go after.
You can rent a scooter.
I know. I haven't.
You should definitely rent a scooter, Alex.
Yeah.
Make it much more enjoyable.
Right. my friends, they like to go at like 5 p.m. to like Magic Kingdom. And
Yeah.
then they just stay until after the fireworks because everybody leaves after the fireworks, but the park is still open for like another hour and a half. So,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
I thought it just ended when the fireworks
No.
ended. And it's just a mass rush of
No.
everybody trying to get
No,
off.
so you can get
No,
on
and
everything.
if you stay till about 15 to 20 minutes after the park closes, there's another fireworks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do like a little bit of fireworks and a projection on the castle, so they do unless they've changed it, but
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been over there for that.
it's late. You have to stay there till like 20 minutes after the park closes.
Oh.
They call it the kiss goodnight.
Oh. I think it's crazy, and I didn't know. I didn't even remember as a child. So when we went to the park, I'm like, wait, like you can't just park at Magic Kingdom, right? Because you either have to take a boat over,
Yeah.
a tram.
If you come by car, you have to park.
Yeah, I know. I'll clean it up.
It's the monorail.
Yeah, you have to park at the Ticket and Transportation Center and either take the boat or the monorail over. But if you're staying in one of the resorts, you could take a bus, which takes you right to the front.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you're staying in one of the resorts, you don't have to park in that parking lot.
Yeah, my kids may. Well, no, it's just gonna be Madison. I was gonna say my kids might want to go to the parks. We'll probably get a hotel in like Orlando for the night. Then I remember my son can't go because he's supposed to start EMT school that day. So my daughter's not going by herself. But lots of happy birthdays in the chat, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see this at
Whoops.
at Michael's, the mini
Yes.
Cricut
Well,
machine?
I was just telling Alex about that
Yeah.
yesterday, the day before. Remember, Alex? I was saying
Yeah.
they have the little. That's so cute because I was telling Alex, I was like, that'd be so cute to put with your cuties. They got the little rolling cart and they have the little, looks like the Cricut, the maker.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
This one's still in
I got
costume.
one, and they had the little cart too.
It's backwards though. If you look, well, now it looks right to you, but
Oh.
where the 3 buttons are on the right side of the maker, this is on the left side.
Wow.
Yeah,
But it's
because
really
they can
cute.
technically make it a Cricut, because then they're
Then
using.
they're violating the
Copyright.
copyright.
No.
Yeah.
I thought that is so darn cute, and it's teal. And I was
Yeah.
like, can we get a teal Cricut?
Yeah.
That'd be
Now we got
awesome.
one. They're really cute. They're really, really cute. And I ran over there after I saw it. I was out and I said, "Oh, I'll stop at Michael's." And there was 2 left. So I was glad.
Did you get the little cart too to go with it?
No, they didn't have the cart, but if you look in the like the dollhouse furniture section, that's where this was.
Yeah, that's where I got it from, and I got the little cart too.
Oh, see, they didn't have that there.
It
So
looks like the IKEA cart.
yeah, and it's not like I won't ever be back at Michael's.
Right. It gives you a
Worked
reason
out.
for that. You're just
Worked
gonna
out fine.
right?
And my daughter just texted me. She's coming over. She has a bunch of cardstock that she found. I didn't know she lost it, but she has a lot of it, and she's bringing it over for me. So I'm very, very excited. Like I need more
You can
cardstock.
always use more cardstock.
Yeah.
Look at this
Well-
cardstock I got at Michael's the other day on clearance for $2.
Yeah,
It's a
wow.
whole pad. It's got 5 different background designs like wood, sky,
Oh, nice.
Oh, and that's a steal.
shiplap, brick, and golf course.
That would be good for guy cards.
Yeah.
For what?
That would be good for guy cards.
Guy
Oh, yeah.
cards, yeah.
Yeah.
It was $2, and
That's
it's nice. It's a good weight too. It feels like it's like at least 65, if not medium cards. The weight. It's got a good weight, but it was on clearance, and I'm like, hello.
Yeah,
Right? You can't pass that up. Some deals are too good.
that's
Oh.
right.
The only unusual thing it's the paper is 9 by 12 instead of 8.5, 11, or by 12 by 12, but it's 9 by 12.
Oh,
Good size.
But that's a good size for a lot
Like
of cards.
cards,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good.
I
So,
use a lot of grass paper for golf themed cards because whenever I send my cousin my cousin that lives in the Villages, he's a competitive golfer.
oh
So I
wow.
always make him a golf themed birthday card, Hanukkah card, anything card.
The Village is a good place for golf. If you love golf, that is. My dad's the same way. My dad's a golf fanatic. So like just having all those golf courses at your,
And
you know,
there's
local-
there's way more now, but at the end of 2021 there was 692 holes of golf.
There's 700. I think I heard recently there's 711.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I
of
feel like there's
somebody
more than
of course
that.
in that new section.
Yeah,
Somebody said the other day that there were 73 executive golf courses,
yeah.
Wow.
including the pitch and putts and the putting courses. There's 73, and like 14 championship courses.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was there with Alex, we're like, me and Alex do not play golf, right? And
No.
it's gonna be really bad if we did.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Alex, we should just go live with us trying to play golf. on
We
the
would
channel.
we would be kicked off the course. They'd be like, "You've been on this hole for 45
I mean, we have
minutes."
to constantly let people go past us, but I don't think they should kick us off for just being really bad.
Did you know that the executive golf courses are graded 1 through 4 based on how easy or difficult they are? So like if it's a 1, it's for beginners, and it has extra big 8-inch diameter holes for the cup.
That's so funny. That's really funny.
That's like
Okay.
for a
It was
bowling
like
ball.
a 3-foot hole.
Yeah, I need that. I needed something to slide to the next.
I need to go to the beginner ones because I haven't played in years. I took golf in college, and my husband and I used to play all the time when we were in college, and that's a long time ago.
Yeah, my husband plays twice a week with the same 3 guys. They're husbands of my 3 girlfriends, so they play every week. 4 different places are kind of close to us. So, and some are a little harder than others, but they're not dreadful, you know.
I wish I could play. I used to love going out with my dad because I get to drive the golf cart, which that was so cool to me as a
That was the
child.
best part.
Mhm.
You could do the pitch and putt or the putting course.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I
dad.
can't hit it very far. So if I was going to go play with my husband, he hits it 200 some odd yards, and I hit it 90 yards. Or I did.
Well, that's why they
Yes.
have the. That's why they have
Yeah,
the different tee
Right.
positions for the different.
but then we
Oh,
can't
wow.
play together because it would be
Yeah, you
boring
can.
for him.
You just go to the
Yeah.
different. The women's tee. There's the men's tee, the women's tee,
Right.
the senior tee. There's like at the golf course that our Disney timeshare is on, the Lake Buena Vista golf course.
Uh-huh.
I swear the tee that's right across from the building we usually stay in, there's 5 different tees.
Wow. Wow.
Too
That's
bad it's
something.
not like bumper lane version of
Yeah.
golf. You know, like you can go
Yeah.
golfing if you're bad. There's the bumper lanes. We need that.
That's a great idea. I
This
like
is-
that idea.
They just need little thrusters on the golf ball, just in case it starts going a little too far. It comes back.
It's like training wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Training
There you
wheels.
go.
Keep
What
them
I
on
saw,
straight.
I saw a neat thing recently. A realtor that I follow in the Villages went to a night golf event,
Oh yeah.
and the golf balls, like,
Glow in the dark.
they weren't like glow in the dark. They actually had lights on the inside
Okay.
of them, so they glowed the whole time.
Wow.
And they were laughing, and she made a video. They were really laughing and having a good time and hitting the ball all over the place. And
That's basically pitch black, and you're just hitting and
Yeah.
popping. And like, that's pretty neat.
That sounds fun.
and
I
they
don't
had
know what
they had glowing things set up on the tee flag so they could know where to aim at.
I was like, wait, how do you know where to hit the ball? Oh, okay. That's really cool.
It looked like they were having a blast.
Nice.
God. In Chicago, in where we lived in Schaumburg, and there was a golf course there, and we saw people in the winter playing golf in the winter, but the balls were like orange or yellow or whatever. But you know how it snows there.
Yeah.
Crazy people. And it's cold.
If they're dedicated.
Oh, yes.
Chicago was not bad. It was very
What?
cold. Which is
Happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
yes. Welcome, Faye.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Faye was flashing in and out for a minute.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Gail
It's
said
really
it
cool.
on YouTube. Gail said, we have a flasher in the Zoom. And I was like, and then I'm like, oh, that's too funny.
Oh, funny.
What color today, Faye?
Orange?
Yep, orange.
Is it a new color every day?
Every
Yes.
day.
Every day. Holy cow.
Wow.
Like, I need to do that because I painted mine yesterday and they're already chipped. So I get it.
I didn't
took
paint
mine
mine
off.
because they would be chipped if I did.
Do that.
I have to redo. I took them off. So
I
Johnny,
broke my fingernail.
Johnny looks the
Oh.
size of the card in
It's
the
all-
background.
Lopsided.
I hate when that happens. Ugh.
And my son bought burnt popcorn. Yesterday I was down in the studio working and he's talking to me and then I was like, what is that smell? Is somebody cooking something? And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then he's talking to me forever and then he comes up, he goes, well, I know what the smell is. He left the popcorn in there for 6 minutes. He said, the smoke came out and still my house, I said, open the windows in the kitchen, like it's gonna reek so bad. It hardly smelled like downstairs, it almost smelled like barbecue. I was like,
Oh.
but it didn't smell like that up here.
It was microwave popcorn?
Huh?
Was it
Yeah, it's
microwave?
microwave popcorn, yeah. It's almost, why did you put it in so long? Don't do that. But it's still, I woke up and was like, it still smells like burnt popcorn.
Don't you just hit the popcorn button?
Huh?
Don't you just hit the popcorn button?
He could. We have a popcorn
Yeah.
button, yeah.
Our popcorn button died.
Oh.
I was like, Connor, how long do you think it takes? He goes, well, I usually stand up there and just listen to it and stop it, but he came and was talking to me and got distracted and forgot about it.
Oh my.
I have an air popper from the 80s and I still use it.
Oh, I bet you that thing works like a workhorse. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. 1980s, baby. Sorry I'm not like on the camera, but I fell and I think I cracked a rib.
Oh,
So I
no.
not doing my hair or makeup or I got, so, yeah.
Ouch.
You know, so that's why I'm not like showing myself.
Oh, that's
That's
fine.
fine.
We'll send you and Holly both to the doctor at the same time.
Amen, sister, amen.
And we get a group discount if we get enough of us.
Yeah.
Right, a twofer, man, a twofer.
Absolutely. And I have to show not, there we go. There we go. I was like, what? Because I was like not seeing anybody that wasn't showing their self.
Yeah,
Because that was from
from the.
that was from when we did the murder mystery.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing. I'm like, wait a second, I hear someone, but I don't see them, and I'm like, I didn't even see myself for a while because I didn't show myself until the video started. So
That makes sense. Now, because I see Cindy Lou who commented, and I was like, where's her? Now I see you, Cindy. Jamie, awesome. Okay. Yeah, that was from when we did our murder mystery, which was so fun.
It was iPad 103. Somebody is on there as iPad 103.
yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Donnelly. It's always something, right?
Always something. If it's not one thing, it's another.
That's right.
Kimberly has been our assigned drunk the past couple murder mysteries. Remember was telling me how you're like, don't make me the drunk again. And then she had to switch characters. I said, but
Thanks for remembering that. You did so well. Thank you.
you do it so good. Kim. You played the character like amazing, though. I love
We
that.
love what you do with it. Yes.
Yeah.
I even was popping my Tic Tac pills.
I have like faith. I was like, okay, the first time I did really bad at the murder mystery, I literally had the only person I thought it wasn't, it was. And the last murder mystery, I had it down to 3 people. And the one I really was like, well, the only proof there is against this person. I didn't say, because I was like, just go off your first instinct. Because, you know, lots of times your first instinct's right. But my first instinct wasn't right. But I got closer. So I was like, okay, maybe the next time we can figure it out. But each time we had one person, didn't we, Deborah?
Yeah.
That figured it out.
I totally didn't have it.
Me neither.
Oh, poor Kimberly's going to be typecast for the rest of her life.
Gee, can I be the gymnast next time?
That sounds frightening. I'd rather be the drunk.
I was going to say, because that I couldn't play.
Yeah.
Or ballerina.
I don't
think I could do
I'm
either
able
one.
to do a somersault, but it doesn't sound like something I should try.
Not with your foot, not with what you did to your foot.
No, definitely. I've never been able to do a cartwheel my whole life. I mean, like a round off is the closest I got.
Get a running start going.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Deborah. No, go. You go.
I liked it the first time when you and Alex were married, or a couple.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
That was strange.
Well, when I got my character, Deborah, you know, it says, and you read about it, and it says, so I was married to the person who got murdered in the last murder mystery, but then I was cheating on my husband basically with someone else, and I thought, oh no, I hope that's not Alex.
Well, I just go, when I find them, I just go down the list, and you and Alex were together on the list, and so, but this time I made sure that.
Oh, it was funny.
Separated.
I know,
Yeah.
when he sent out the characters, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to see who I am. I had to buy red lipstick for that, but I wear red lipstick, and people are like, you look good in red lipstick, so I'm like, well, I'm glad I bought it for the murder mystery then.
That did look nice on you.
Yeah, with your dark hair. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lots of and I don't usually wear like bright lipsticks. I just like more subtle ones. But apparently, I should do it more. My husband always said, because I have that Marilyn Monroe shirt and it's got red. He's like, you need red lipstick with that. So now I have it.
There you go.
I have a habit of always buying, and I'm like, oh, I think this is a new color lipstick. It's so pretty, and then it's real similar to what I bought before.
I have several like that. That's funny, Mindy. I have several like that. I'm like, oh, this one's different. Then I'm like, it's really not. I obviously have
We all do that with craft supplies. We say, oh, I need that. We bring it home and go, oh, I already had that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I double bought some infusible ink. I'm like, oh, isn't this cute? And I bought it, and I brought it home like, oh, I already had that one. So now I need even more to learn how to do the infusible ink project because I have so much of it.
I like using it.
They say to use it within a year. It's supposed to have like a year. We've used, I mean, Melody got, how many cases you got there, Alex?
Don't tell me that,
Infusible
Holly.
ink? Yeah.
I got cases and cases.
It's
Yeah.
still fine. It still works fine.
Yeah, we're thinking if it's, because you know, it comes wrapped in the plastic, like we think if it's in the plastic, it'll probably, if you open it, maybe it, and I think it still work, maybe the colors just won't be as vivid, but we haven't ran into that yet, so.
Yeah, I have no
I have
issues.
some that's about 2 years old, and I've used it, and it was fine. And I do keep it in the black package in a drawer, you know, and it's not hot or cold or whatever. So as long as it keeps working, I use it.
Melody loved one that was like on clearance, right, Alex? And she bought, I don't know how many, like,
I think there was 20,
that was the first
I
time
think
I
had
ever
28
watched
boxes
her
of it.
was
when
it?
she talked about that.
Oh,
And I thought, oh, I'm not the only one.
There's so much.
she probably had like 200 Cricut mats. That's not even exaggeration.
I gave you a bunch, so
Yeah, you buy when it's on sale, you know, and then you're stocked up. But then you see another sale, a good sale, like, oh, it's too good to pass up, even though you still have stuff left over.
And you just can't produce stuff fast enough to use it. It's like knitting. You have yarn or quilting, you have fabric. It's the same thing. You just
Keep that run.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have so much fabric.
Yeah, I gave some to some friends that are still quilting a lot, and it just seems like it must be reproducing in the closet because it doesn't seem like I went down all that much. So I have 3 quilts up there that are all squares. I just have to put it together. And then I'll take it to my quilt lady and she can finish it. But I have a sewing room, craft room upstairs, and then down here is my Cricut room.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, well, when the kids get out, you have more room.
Right. Exactly.
Listen, Holly, listen to her.
I know. 2 extra.
Yeah, that's my problem is that if I want to sew, I have to take the Cricut off the table because sewing takes up the whole table.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna end it on YouTube because it's over an hour now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it
Yeah.
on
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
So
Bye, YouTube.
toodles YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.